Welcome all. So today's topic is Siddha Kunjika Stotram and negative energy. Now this will be a very interesting thing for you to know because few of you had asked this question from us a long time back from the team that Siddha Kunjika Stotram is supposed to be a very strong stotram that we have heard, and people have been talking about it a lot. So we've been on everyday basis hearing that once we are working early in the morning on YouTube. What we do is we play the Siddha Kunjika Stotram and we keep on hearing it, and we do feel positive, and we do feel that all the fears are getting destroyed within us. So is it possible that we can also recite it on everyday basis, because we're feeling so good about it once we're doing it? So can we recite it on everyday basis and feel the same, or we will get some extra energy or extra power by doing that in the willpower section as well? So a very good and an interesting question, because it's the most beautiful thing that Siddha Kunjika Stotram is supposed to be like a summary of the tantric sounds, the mantras, the shrutis, and all these things, so it's like a summary, and it's like a crash course given to a student, for example, that okay, so much is out there in the syllabus, but we can actually squeeze it in the form of power and the kind of things which are attached, the positive things which are attached with Siddha Kunjika Stotram, the protections that are included in Siddha Kunjika Stotram. It's amazing, The thing is that on YouTube, of course, many things cannot be disclosed because of the rules and regulations of the Sattvic Tantra activity. And Sattvic Tantra is nothing to feel scared of. I've been always promoting this, that it is just a way of life. It is the shortest medium to reach to the divine connection. That is what Tantra is. I've been always saying this. Okay, no animal killing, no wrong mediums, nothing. You can actually go and search for these videos on Mahakali Vedic Healing Shelter channel. We're only into yagnas and havans and mantras, pujas, all the positive ones. So yes, so Siddha Kunjika Stotram, like I was saying, that you can, my answer to this now is that you can hear it as many times as you feel like in a day, through YouTube, through a musical section, the way they sing Siddha Kunjika Stotram, that is fine. Okay, now listen to this very carefully. But if you're asking me that can we narrate it, can we enchant it on everyday basis, and that also few of you have asked me that 11 times, 7 times, or 108 times, okay, my answer would be that okay, once a while narrating it by remembering goddess Mahakali, the Das Mahavidya, all of that, with due respect to your devotion, to your love and the affection and the bhakti bhav that you have towards the goddess, once a while you can do it. Okay? But if you're telling me that on everyday basis and then 108 times or 51 times or 45 days, my recommendation is no. Now, simply because, first of all, the pronunciations. Of course, we do a Shama Yachna before that, before we read Durga Sapshati as well. We do a Shama Yachna when we're doing any mantras for that matter, because we as human beings tend to make mistakes while we're narrating or enchanting some of these amazing ancient soundtracks. See, mantras are soundtracks. These are vibrations. These sounds take you to different frequency levels, which cannot be explained. It can only be felt and experienced. All right. So the correct pronunciation is first of all very important. And that's why they say in the Karamkand section, in the section where you're actually doing everything through process, through the Vedic system, it's being taught to you by your guru, and you have students out there, and the correct pronunciation is actually dealt with a very sensitive way. So that is something entirely different. For a layman who's into this bhakti bhav of narrating to the goddess, or any god for that matter, your Ishta for that matter. So of course your love, affection, all that will be counted, because that is something that can dilute all the other parts of the way you worship God. That is something that gets really personal when it comes to the bhakti bhav. So through that you can do the Siddha Kunjika Stotram once, maybe on a Saturday, or once a while if you're feeling really depressed, or you're feeling, or you just want that energy level to be with you, you can do that. But otherwise I would not recommend the normal people. When I say normal people, I simply mean that who are into every day doing aartis in your house temple, and simply bowing down to the god, and when they start their day like this. For them, once a while it is okay, but not on everyday basis, because then why. Now I'll come to the one technical reason behind this. The more beneficial it is, Siddha Kunjika Stotram, it can actually turn out to be a very dangerous thing for somebody also. Why dangerous? Because when you're reciting Siddha Kunjika Stotram, I would just tell you one small thing, not beyond that. I can tell you that along with the narration of Siddha Kunjika Stotram, there are so many other bhairavas which are coming along. There are many other powerful, positive, of course, entities which are coming along in the form of their gan also. When I say gan, people who are into the spiritual and the studies of the Vedas, you would understand what I mean by gan, So the gan starts coming in, and different Devi Devtas start coming in, if you're doing it in a proper way. Okay, not that by you doing it just like that suddenly it will start happening. No. And then there are certain procedures that how you have to connect with them, and how you have to take care of them also. For example, I'll give you a very small example. If you invite someone to your house, now let's take this example, okay, in a layman's language, because I also have to think that what I'm saying, because you people then ask me that, Guru Didi, you were giving that example, but we want an example in a layman's language. So I also have to, in these live videos of mine, the recorded ones, when I say live, I simply mean that I don't do any edits or anything in my videos. It's like a random thing I start speaking, and then that is uploaded on the YouTube channel. So yes, so example is, if you invite someone to your house, for example, a guest, okay, what will you do? You will of course ask them for a glass of water first. You make them sit comfortably. You tell them to be comfortable. Then you offer them different things to eat, tea, coffee, whatever, isn't it? So basically you're taking care of them. Now what happens if there are 3 guests who are coming into your house, and out of those 3, one is the main person that you know? So that does not mean that you will only take care of that one person who's your best friend, and the other ones who are coming along with him or her, you will say, oh, I have given my tea and coffee to my best friend, do hell with the two other people who have come in. Of course you would not do that, right? You will simply offer the respect, the welcoming gesture to everybody who steps into your house as a guest. Similarly, now apply this example into what I'm saying about Siddha Kunjika Stotram. Like you are basically it's like a powerhouse of energy. It's a powerhouse of the divine the divine entities, or the divine goddesses which are involved, except Mahakali and Das Mahavidya as well. Okay, so they will come along if you know the process, how to narrate it in a proper way. They will come along. Okay, it is a system, it's a process. So you're supposed to be good with them as well. You need to offer things to them as well. You should be knowing how to treat them. Basically, that's the concept. And if you do not know how to treat them, then that is something that can be problematic. Okay, so this is a little technical, but for you to understand this in a broader manner, in a simpler form, it is just that narrated once a while. Hear it on everyday basis through YouTube. That is completely fine. But if you inculcate this on everyday basis, 11 times, 25 times, 45 days, 108 times sitting once. No, no, please don't do that, because I have come across people who have done this without the instructions of their guru, under the supervision of their guru. They have skipped that level, and then instead of gaining things have started happening them in a very weird way, and that was not black magic. When they came to us for the diagnosis, it was not black magic. It was that the process that they were narrating, or they were enchanting Siddha Kunjika Stotram, backfired on them because of certain mistakes. And I'm not saying that a little sound mistake, no. Like I just explained, they never knew how to take care of the different things that were coming along, the different powers, the different the different what should I say, power is one word, and another word, think different energies. Yes, different energies. See, I get so much involved in speaking into what words I have to come up with, you guys, that sometimes I just forget those little words. So yes, energies which are coming in, which of course are positive, but there are some negative energies also which actually provoke you to make mistakes, or provoke you to even forget certain things at that point. This can actually get really dangerous sometimes. So keep your pujas simple. For the house people, on everyday basis, you need to keep your pujas simple. It's not that its simplicity does not have any power. No, simplicity with correct discipline on everyday basis, if you are consistent about reading something, maybe it is just the sweet name of Ram, and Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, or Jai Mahakali, or Durga Ji, or Lord Shiva, anything, any god, any goddess, if you actually remember with that discipline and with that emotion, it will give you that positive energy as it is. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about, the negative energies in Siddha Kunjika Stotram, and what you should be doing, and how you should be narrating, and how much. And for example, if you're actually trapped in any negative energy, before I end this video, one thing more important, you are provoking those negative energies because you do not know the process. You have just started narrating something that can really give a lot of fear to them as it is, and then they will speed up their pace. They will speed up their pace against you. Okay, so don't do that. I mean, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Listen as much as you want, but when it starts coming verbally from you, from inside, then that is something which can backfire also. Okay, so yes, that is it. This is about Siddha Kunjika Stotram and negative energies, and of course, go narrate it once a while. It's absolutely fine. It's an amazing stotram with extreme power attached with it. It's just amazing. It's actually Lord Shiva narrated to Goddess Parvati. So how come it cannot be beautiful? It's the most beautiful thing. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'll see you next week with another topic. Till then, goodbye and Jai Mahakali.